Agreed.
Your sainted mother.
Sainted, she is. I tell you, she's on the fast track to the big house, Mary. First of all, it's great to win, and I feel very fortunate to win because there's a fine line between winning and losing. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the game, it's tie score with 4 minutes to go. Is that right?
Yeah.
And our shots go in, their shots don't go in, and it's not because we have a better coaching staff than they do, whether it's experience or being at home or just the ball goes in. And I thought that our guys stepped up. I basically sat back and let them, play. I mean, I called a timeout here, I called a play there. When I called the play, it didn't always work. So Derek's layup in transition was big. Mo's baseline jumper was huge. Mike Walker's jumper was huge. And, then we had a couple stops and, they missed an open shot or two. So we're fortunate to win. And, it's a fine line, who wins and who loses. And, we're thrilled to come out of here with a win.
After the UTEP game, you voiced your disappointment with Williams stepping up late in that one. Today, it really looked like he did kind of step up. Can you just talk about it?
Yeah, Derek is obviously so important to our team, probably the most valuable player on our team, and has had such a tremendous year. But for us to be successful, we need him to lead and take care of the team, not just take care of himself. And I need him to be energetic. Energy is such a powerful commodity that teams that have that energy will be more successful. And a lot of times recently that energy has come from me, and I don't want it to come from me. I want it to come from my players. Now, I'm asking Derek to play 39 and a half minutes a game and run our team and be the focal point of everyone's scouting report and do, bring energy. It's hard, so I've tried to, cut back, some things in practice a few weeks ago. Now we see the finish line. There's 25 days, including today, 24 starting tomorrow, from now to the end of the conference tournament. And so you can see the finish line. We have now 5 games left, regular season games. So I think now we put the pedal down. We stepped on the gas a little bit. We had a very challenging practice on Monday and cut it back a little bit yesterday, and they responded. I got on them pretty hard Monday because against Houston, we lose by 6 at Houston, but we should have won, in our feeling, we should have won the game. And I think that if we had that energy and that focus for 40 minutes, we could have won the game. There were 3 2-minute stretches where we let up mentally, and Derek did. And so I got on Derek and I got on Pop. I said, Pop, I was talking to Steve Orsini about it. Pop, you're behind Kazemi in leading the league. You're behind whoever's the league leader now in rebounding. Less than 2 rebounds. Now I get on him, he's third in the league in rebounding, and I'm getting on Pop, he's averaging 9 rebounds a game. But Pop, you should be averaging 12, 13 rebounds a game. And so he responded. I think our team is a lot more mature because last year if I got on them, they kind of couldn't handle it. This year I got on them Monday and they responded with a good effort and a good practice yesterday. And I thought we were good today. I don't think we were great today. I thought we were good. I didn't like our defense, especially in the first half. I didn't like our energy in particular, but we managed to win. And I thought that our guys made plays in the last 4 minutes of the game. It's particularly Derek and Mohammed, and to a probably lesser extent, Pop and Michael.
About that first half defense, they shot 50% and SMU came back to shoot 50% in the second half. What change did you see between the two teams in the defense from the first and second half?
Well, we played more man-to-man in the second half, and so as a result, I think we just wanted to be more accountable to where the guys were. And Ben started moving his players around, so we needed to play a little bit more man-to-man defense and not give up uncontested 3-point shots. They had, I think, 18 points in the first half off of 3-point shots. So they hit 6. In the second half, they only hit 3. And that was a big focal point for us defensively. And so I thought that was huge. In the second half, they probably played more man-to-man, and I think that gave us some opportunities to get the ball inside or drive it a little bit more and run our offense. I thought we ran our offense pretty good at times, our spread offense.
Clean Scales got his second star in the road. Can you just talk about him?
Yeah, I just think that, Mike was starting, and I just thought that, he wasn't as productive as I wanted him to be. Clink is a pretty tough kid, and I don't think I think he embraces the moment a little bit. I think Mike's more comfortable right now coming off the bench, and tonight proved true, and he came off the bench and I thought gave us a huge lift. So I just like where we're at right now, and it's not half bad to change things from time to time, just to shock the system, because I use the analogy. Coach Williams would always say this at Kansas: you might be on the right track, but if you're standing still, you get run over. And I felt like, even though after we beat Memphis, we did not get better. We won some games, but we didn't get better. And so I felt like our locomotive stopped. And once it stops, it's hard to get that thing going again. So Monday, I was basically that day to shake the cage a little bit and get that locomotive moving back down the track again. And I thought we've done that. So it's moving, but it's moving a little slower than I'd like. And hopefully it picks up some steam here with 5 games to go.
And you like Faye coming off the bench, even with the production
Yeah, I've thought about it. Mo is really doing a great job. Mo had a great first half against Houston. I started him in the second half. He had a good game, numbers-wise. Was it UTEP he had a big game? 19? Okay, maybe it's that game. And I thought about starting him against Houston. And I got a sense that he didn't want us to play well and lose. And so I think he felt comfortable. And I'm telling him, he's basically my 6th starter.
Yeah.
I'm saying at 15 minutes, you're going in. You're either going in for Rob or Justin. And so in some games, he's gone in at 16-minute mark. But I want him to have peace of mind knowing that I'm involved in this and I'm going in and I'm going to play major minutes. And tonight he played 27 minutes. So he played starters minutes, and I'll probably stick with that right now because Justin does a lot for us, especially on the defensive end.
SMU won its 5th CUSA game for the first time since being in the league. Does it say a lot about where progress is being made?
That's good to know. I think so. We're not a quick fix situation. This program has been, under water for a long time, and I think people would admit that. I mean, in '93 they hung a banner, but, I think they got hot at the right time. And in terms of sustained success, you have to go back to the mid-'80s and beyond to get out of that rut. At the end, I go back to the locomotive, it was stuck, and to get that thing moving again, it takes more than a head coach. It takes more than a couple of players. It takes, Steve Orsini, Dr. Turner, and everybody else, Carl Sewell, to get behind that locomotive and get that thing moving again. And I think it's moving, and it's probably not moving as fast as everybody wants, but it's moving. And the fact that you just brought that up, it's the first time we won 5 Conference USA games, shows to that. And I think that if you do it the right way, I want to build for sustained success for long term, and we're not a quick fix institution. And there's some things still, the infrastructure that needs to be fixed. One thing is fan attendance. Quite frankly, we beat Memphis. We go on the road and split.